Callie Lewis. You're watching Geek Brief TV. I'm at IDG's Macworld 2009.
Geek Brief at Macworld.
I've got Dr. Kiki Sanford here. She's one of the most brilliant women, the smartest women I've ever known.
Thank you very much.
So wow, you did this one show, and you don't actually currently do it anymore, that I loved. It's called Food Science.
Right,
and
Food
it's
Science.
still out there for people to watch. Go watch it. Explain it for people who haven't seen it.
So Food Science, the idea behind it is that it's all of the science behind what happens in the kitchen. So why does baking powder or baking soda work a particular way in a recipe, you know, when you want to make something rise? How does fermentation work? How to, you know, one of them is like how to isolate DNA from dried peas.
Yeah.
You know, so like we did some like demonstrations and a lot of explanations, very visual. So we have good graphics. You know, Alex Lindsay from the Pixel Core and Joe Lindsay, like they really did some great work on the backgrounds and on the graphics. It's wonderful, so much fun. It was so much fun to do, and I'm so sad that I'm not doing it anymore. I'm like,
what are you doing now? Where can people find you?
People can find me. I'm actually working with the Science Channel this year, so I'm going to be on a show called Brink.
Awesome. Brink. Okay.
Brink, like on the brink of discovery.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing short segments similar to another show that I did, Pop Siren on the Revision 3 network this last year. Kind of similar 2 to 3 minute segments that are fun, full of fire, explosions, electricity, you know, but explaining cool scientific phenomena. You know, black holes, how do they work? Or, you know, the Large Hadron Collider, what are they doing with that? You know, just really fun stuff.
That's awesome.
I'm excited.
So how did you get into science and being a girl growing up interested in science? What was that like?
I grew up kind of out in the country, so I was always surrounded by nature. You know, I was 100 acres of fields to play in and ditches to swim in, and so I was always out watching birds, plants growing, and that, you know, nature, biology. And so that's kind of where I got my start. And my parents were always very supportive of me learning, and so questions, the questioning nature of a child, they supported, and they kept letting me ask questions, and that ended up with me in college going, hey, I think I like animals. Let's study wildlife biology, and you know, I want to save whales, and you know, I had this whole plan. I was gonna save whales and work with Greenpeace and all this stuff. But then I got into birds, and I just couldn't settle on one scientific idea. I ended up doing neurophysiology in grad school, and I had a couple of really amazing female scientist mentors. You know, my advisors who were fabulous and supportive, and that's the kind of thing that really is going to help any girl move forward into a field that's predominantly male, or you know, where it's not an environment that's conducive to women coming into it. And when you have a woman to look up to, it just makes such a huge difference. It does.
Well, you're doing a fantastic job. Thank you for spending the time with me. Where can your website?
My website, KirstenSanford.com, for my blog, and that's got links to the various podcasts and other things and little independent video clips that I do now and then. And it's really,
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the interview. I'm so excited.
This episode is brought to you by GoDaddy.com. Don't forget to use promo codes GB1, GB2, or GB3 at checkout. Thanks for watching. I'm Callie Lewis.
Geek Brief Fast Credits.